Hello, I'm planning to have my hair cut again tomorrow. Keep on top of my appearance a little bit. It needs a bit of colouring again as well. Yeah, and I'm also planning, like I've already tested out this idea that the women's ward at Bootham Park Hospital in York is Ward 1. That's where I was. If you look back to the video, one of the videos I made whilst I was in there, I was dependent on the goodwill of a woman who was the occupational therapist there, who would try to fulfill some of the patient's desires and wishes and needs for walks and stuff, and was better at doing that than any of the other staff. Her job was threatened by the Leeds and York partnership, which made me to be sceptical when it came round to seeing who would win the bid for York Mental Health. Her job was under threat, and she was having to. Well, we voluntarily offered our support, some of us, to sign a petition to keep her in her job. But now I understand she is on leave. Whether she's on leave because she's so talented, she was so good, but she didn't have much support. So I have now started by I rang up on Saturday and offered to volunteer to help this occupational therapist. And the nurse I spoke to, well, at Bootham, said that she didn't know how they'd go around, start to begin dealing with that. And she suggested I rang the hospital manager, but then she didn't have the number for the hospital manager. So I've got to ring back tomorrow and talk to them again about it. And I'm really, I realise that I'm potentially putting myself in a very vulnerable situation, because they could all just turn on me again and, or criticise every single thing I say and sort of put me down. And but I do feel so bound to them, in it's so intense, the experiences I've been through in Bootham, and I do feel a kind of bond with the place, and I feel for the situation of the other patients that will be going through it, and a real desire to help alleviate some of their angst. And if I could help this occupational therapist, she takes them down the road to do arts and crafts and stuff like that, but it really was just on her, and she really did have a big job on to manage by herself. So we'll see where it goes from here. And I'll try giving them a ring on tomorrow.